An unexpected beginning, with Hunan next to me like a mute goat. I even joke that he looks like he's a live-action version of a killer who offed his own daughter. To them, it didn't seem to matter much when the police asked Hunan, the once timid woman finally dared to give her husband a glare. The husband panicked, blaming Hunan. Others joined in, leaving her to fight alone. A photo of her daughter gave Hunan courage to tell the truth, leaving police unsure how to handle it. The police had to ask Hunan's bestie if she had seen anything, and she put all her last hopes on her, but to her surprise, her friend got spooked. Her close friend was too terrified to even meet Hunan's gaze, and that last glimmer of hope just vanished into thin air. Meanwhile, the husband was playing innocent, bringing up the time Hunan wanted to elope with their daughter. I thought, why not perform a magic trick? Let's erase that mess from the past. I can't believe I've thought so much about those trivial matters. In the end, her daughter's death was labeled as an accident. As the police left, family members showered the husband with little gifts, and his pockets started bulging. What's this? Good sharp, how much? Nighttime shopping seemed to be a means of entertainment. The little uncle quietly snuck into his friend's house, ready to do something shady, but didn't expect Hunan to appear out of nowhere. The little uncle was initially still greedy and tried to lift her skirt, but Hunan promptly slapped him. At this moment, he finally noticed the stick in Hunan's hand. Reluctantly, he sat Hunan squatted, gazing at her sleeping friend, feeling both familiar and strained. She didn't understand why the life she once longed for turned her once friendly bestie so cold. With her anger extinguished, Hunan focused on her own tasks. Even when scolded by her husband, she insisted on burying her daughter in their yard. This time, no one quarreled with her much because the men were getting ready for some fun. But Hunan had to stay there, toiling under the scorching sun while the elders relaxed in the shade, sipping tea and chatting away. They didn't care about Hunan's feelings at all, which was truly heartbreaking. Him doing just fine until the sun hits its peak. She looked up, gazing at the light from the medicine tree humanity she shunned. She felt as if she had been coerced into lowering her head, yet little did she realize that the path now lay right in front of her. Hunan took one step after another, approaching the shade where they stood. Facing the laughter, she grabbed a kitchen knife. The surviving elders were so terrified that their legs went weak at the sight. They tried to escape, but her sudden strike stopped them in their tracks. Before they could escape, she struck down. That elder tried to play dead, but Hunan saw right through it. You better not keep holding on, you're close to illness. Just then, another elder arrived and witnessed the scene. She was so terrified that she turned to run, while Hunan, with her knife in hand, searched every nook and cranny of the island, but couldn't find her. The sudden downpour seemed to wash away the sins. Hunan's bestie woke up startled, and as soon as dawn broke, Hunan sharpened her knife. She soon found the hiding elder, and just then saw her together with her best friend. "What are you doing here? How did you end up here?" When her friend turned around, Hunan greeted her with a strong blow. She didn't kill her, just chased after It was like a leisurely stroll, driving the elder to the edge of a cliff, where she, in sheer panic, flailed her knife around. Until the knife was flung away, the elder finally begged, "I'm the wife of a 15-year-old here. I've been at your service for 50 years. She didn't think Hunan's suffering was worth any sympathy. After all, that's how women on the island lived. Suddenly, a rumble of machinery sounded behind. The once seemingly pitiful elder's face changed instantly. She dashed off to find the men for justice, but her luck was terrible. She stumbled and fell on the coastal rocks. Hunan couldn't help but chuckle and left the scene. She first found her little uncle, who had already come ashore, standing there just like always. As he made his habitual movements, Hunan decisively grabbed him by the hair. The knife was pointed at his neck, and this very scene was witnessed by her friend. Her friend was terrified and dashed away, while Hunan followed leisurely behind her. In a panic, her friend unknowingly spotted Hunan's clueless husband and others drinking water, and instinctively ran toward them. The men were completely oblivious until they looked up and saw a head hanging in the trees. Meanwhile, Hunan was slowly closing in, and in that moment, he thought Hunan had completely lost it. In order to keep on surviving, she had no choice but to rely on her master. Hunan, who had lost her opportunity, was determined to fight for herself this time. She fiercely slashed at the man's arm, but quickly set her sights on her husband, the one she loathed the most. However, she was absolutely no match for her husband and was instantly knocked down to the ground. It seemed that Hunan was about to face its final ordeal. Remember, subscribe for more surprises, folks.